from this to this. All from just from keeping our eye out on Marketplace on Facebook. And there was a coral shop throwing away 2 massive fish tanks. So I was going to do these saltwater fish tanks, but my plan is to not stay in the house that I'm in right now, and I'm going to buy some land very soon. So I didn't want to spend the money, set up full saltwater tanks, and then have to transport everything. It'd be a lot harder. So now this tank is just going to be for my Oscars, which will still be a cool tank to sit around and watch because they're a nice big fish. Actually took a lot of, I had to get all the blue off the back, which is like this vinyl adhesive stuff. Had to scrape it down with the freaking razor blade to remove all the glue that was behind it. It was pretty hectic. And then I just paid the kids, and I threw the kids in there. I paid the kids to rub it down with some vinegar to get rid of all the calcium and dirt. So it turned out alright. So the biggest thing is that I haven't tested if these if it's gonna leak. So fingers crossed that this doesn't leak, and I'll be able to actually just house my fish straight away without stuffing around. This is a 4 foot by 3 foot by 2 foot tank, and it is designed for corals with a sump, as well as this one here. There's also a coral tank with all the good parts, absolutely everything. But that's for another day. But yeah, so this one here, it is designed to be plumbed in, but I'm not going to be doing that just for now because it's just a meantime tank. I'm just going to throw one of my cartridge filters on it and run a cartridge on it if it doesn't leak. So we just had some gravel out the back, and now we're cleaning it off. Isaiah's doing a good job. Let me tip it out. Let me start fresh. We just do that a couple times till the water starts looking a bit clearer, and then it'll be good for the tank. Looking way better now.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Boom! So we just cleaned up the rocks. These are all rocks I had in my backyard because I've done many conquests, grabbing rocks, finding rocks, all that stuff. So it's very murky, but the fish won't be in there for a good week or so yet. Just getting it nice and good. Hello, snail boy. Look at you! Look at your little face. I'm not gonna tell you what that looks like. Boom! This is it about a week later. We have a nice 4 foot light up the top, the Rex, Dynamax Rex brand. And then, which I already had in the back. We also have a Cherry Red Oscar, Tiger Albino, Yo-Yo Loach, Swordtails, and some L numbers in the back there, and Mr. Snaily Boy. But yeah, so it turned out pretty good for a free project. I put another filter in there as well, 180 litre internal filter, as well as my 300 litre canister filter on the back there. So turned out pretty gnarly, and it's going to be cool to be able to sit in here and just have some larger fish swimming around while we're doing some cool stuff. That is not the big thing. The big thing for this episode is I have got a new starter kit! But before I bore you with such trivial news, I have more babies. My Stimson Spartans have hatched finally. So that's super cool. These guys are actually wheat belt with T plus. So mum's wheat belt, dad's T plus. How cool are they? That's so sick. Look how dark this guy's pattern is. Like, it's hectic. I love it. There you go. So they've still got a shed. So I'm just waiting for them to shed. And then I'll separate them. And then try putting them onto their first feed. Mint. So, I have a King Brown. And what's funny about the King Brown is that it's not really a brown at all. It is still in the Pseudechis family, which is the same family as the red belly black, spotted black, and the Colette. So, Gandalf, Galaxy, and Mutiny. They're my Pseudechises already. So, I had to get the fourth and the largest. So this guy is from Kanananora. It's in Western Australia. It's up west side of Darwin, up in those localities. So the biggest mulga that was found on record was 3.3 meters long. Now that is a big elapid, if you can think about it. They can also produce over 150 mil of venom in one bite. So that is insane. Although that they are in the black snake family, so it's more hemotoxins than neurotoxins, but the quantity of the venom is what will drop you. This guy here is the closest thing for Australia to get to a king cobra, also known as a king. So this guy will grow massive, absolutely massive. I haven't held him that much yet, but he is about 2 foot long and about a year old. So I'm just testing my will. And here we go. Oh shit, sorry mate, sorry. Aha! It's alright mate. So look at him. Isn't he gorgeous? How cool is that? The King Brown, the mulga snake, and he is going to be massive. So, anyway, I just wanted you to film getting me out of his cage, and now I'm going to put him over onto the bench. Boom, alright. So as you can see, it's roughly 2 foot mark. Beautiful colorations. I think I'm going to have to move you a bit closer. But he's got some beautiful colorations. Very brown, very pale brown, and then red also. So you know how I said that the mulga can grow over 3 meters? The biggest one was recorded in Darwin, in the Darwin locality, and then closely matched by the Kananora locality. But this guy is absolutely awesome, and I need to slowly feed him up so he becomes a weapon. I love it. What a beautiful snake. just being in this animal's presence is just exhilarating. Not a monster. So these guys are known to eat everything, and that's why they call them the king, because they love to munch down on other elapids, goannas, snakes, pythons, skinks, birds, frogs, everything. These guys will literally eat everything. And that's the thing. With cane toads up in the north tropics of Australia, the cane toads have really culled down numbers on these mulgars, of all mulgars, and all black snakes as well. Many other species as well. But that's why it is crazy to think that one little animal like the cane toad can nearly wipe out a species, multiple species, and already have wiped out multiple species. So if you're in southeast Queensland, make sure, if you get bored on the weekend, go out and humanely kill some cane toads, because they are populating in great numbers. Also, there's been sightings of the cane toad down in Sydney, which is normally way too cold for cane toads. So, be aware that they are still spreading even further down south, doing more and more damage. So if we can stop them up here in southeast Queensland so they don't get all the way down and fully suffocate Australia, we should be alright. Anyway, so this is my King Brown. I'm not sure of his name yet, but I was thinking maybe King Tut or Tuttenstein, like off that cartoon about the Egyptian king. I might think of something even cooler. Maybe even Irwin, because Steve Irwin was the king of the reptile scene for me when I was growing up. How cool is that, guys? New snake. I'm just going to bring him over so you can check out his colours. But he is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's so cool. Woohoo! It's awesome. And he is going to be huge. Welcome to Winter Blooded.
I heard some weird noises by the river here. I don't know what the fuck it is though. The fuck is that? It's a wild Brendan! He's a beard!